Hello, cricket fans. Welcome to Cricket with Intent. I'm your host, GB, as always, and this is HB.
Yeah, the World Cup is, it's a lot of crazy things are happening these right now.
Yeah, it's really heated up. I mean, the tournament's still pretty wide open, which is obviously a good thing. For a while, they looked like it was obviously going to be a pretty simple, straightforward top four, but things are going really interesting now. I mean, I suppose we've got to start with the main game of this past week, and that's England versus India, I think. What did you think of the game?
Well, I think we got to hit the Dhoni thing first. I'm gonna go straight to the Dhoni thing
Straight to Dhoni.
because I know he's not. You can say he's not the reason they lost, but I felt his performance at the end kind of summed up India.
What do you think they were doing? Because they showed such a lack of intent that were they playing for run rate? You think?
No, I don't know. I'm trying to. I don't want to put some conspiracy. I don't want to stoke the flame here. The flames, but I just. I really believe something was weird. That was really weird. I've seen Dhoni do it before, where he's kind of just given up.
Yeah.
But at those times, it was over.
Yeah.
This was not over.
Yeah.
This was still like.
And it's a World Cup game.
Yeah. This was not over. This game was not over. This was like a normal.
Well, it was tough.
It was tough, but we've seen it before loads of times.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was a tough pitch. It was a pretty fat pitch.
Yeah.
There's a 50-meter boundary.
Yeah.
They only hit 1-6 in the innings.
Yeah.
Like I was watching it thinking, what are these guys doing? Just target the short boundary.
Yeah.
Like England were doing.
Yeah.
They didn't do it.
Yeah.
And they just walked. They just started knocking singles around. It was the strangest thing I've seen.
And it was like casual singles as well. Like, yep, we're ticking away. It was all good. Like they were building innings in the middle of the. Because the crazy thing was that last over, he finally hit a couple of fours and stuff. Like it was fine. And that's why if you just looked at his innings in terms of stats, it'll be 43 or 31 or something. Like, oh yeah, good strike rate, good, propelled innings at the end. Yeah. It was really strange. The whole performance by India was strange. The first 10 overs were too slow as well in terms of their batting. Like they were 27 for one, were they? After 10 overs?
Yeah, they're chasing 338.
Yeah.
And first 10 overs, they make 28 runs.
Yeah, 28 runs.
That sums up India as a team, I think.
Yeah, and I think a fundamental problem, like I know we're blaming Dhoni and a lot of people are focusing on that, and he is partly to blame as well, is I think Rahul's really poor as opener, like this tournament. Yes, he's made some runs, but none of them have been, really impactful. Like, it's so strange, like when you've seen him in Test cricket where he actually plays with some decent intent and aggression. And yeah, in ODI cricket, he's nothing short of awful, really. Strike rate of around 60 a lot of the time.
Do you think they're trying, Rahul's too busy trying to be like Dhawan? You get what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Whereas Rahul should just be Rahul. The Rahul I know from limited overs cricket as an opener, he takes on the bowling.
Yeah, he should do.
Right now, it's like India have done this have had a strategy now for years now with Rohit and Dhawan where they'll just soak it up.
Yeah.
They get the foundation, they set up.
Yeah.
And Rahul's not that type of player. He wants to hit the ball. He wants to create shots. He wants to hit fours.
Yeah. Thing is though, with Dhawan, like he makes runs as well. Like you won't see him often, at least anyway, make an 8-ball duck.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's found that sort of balance, it seems like. But I get the impression, this is what I feel. I'm not in the dressing room, but I think he's been told. I really believe he's been told by Kohli and all those guys that, listen, this is how we got to play. Our top middle order is a bit shaky out there. So we got to play like this.
Yeah, that's what I think is probably the best sort of theory, that they understand after Kohli, there's a little bit of a weak link, like quite a few spots really. Dhoni's not what he used to be. We know that now. I don't particularly rate Jadav that much. Pandya obviously like Pandya was the only one even in this match who actually showed some fire and actually looked like he could propel the innings, and he basically did. It was just they left him too much, and unfortunately he hold run out. But yeah, the batting's really weak. The tail's long.
I did feel I felt better about them though with Pant at 4.
Yeah.
Even though his innings was very strange.
Yeah, he looked like someone who was an excited kid playing his first World Cup innings. But firstly, he was very eager to get himself run out. And that was the first thing. Like, it was bizarre. He was so super excited. And then, yeah, he lacked control in his shots. Like, it really looked like he was lashing out all of them. Like,
that was flying out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Top edging the ball onto his helmet.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I will also say, now I'm being ultra critical, but I'm disappointed both Rohit Sharma and Kohli. I know they made most of the runs. It sounds crazy, but they both were absolutely in control after they played themselves in. They were really starting to go through the games, and then Kohli chucks his wicket away. What is going on? 5 50s in a row, and he hasn't converted one of them? That's just unheard of for him.
Yeah, he's been poor. He's made 5 50s in a row, and I'm sure, like, in years' time, we're going to be like, oh, man, that 2019 World Cup, Kohli averaged 60-something, striker at 95, and they're going to talk about how good he was. They're going to talk about how good he was.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's been really poor this World Cup.
Yeah, relatively, because you look at this tournament, and it is the tournament of making runs. I mean, obviously, Finch, Warner made a ton of runs, Roots made a lot of runs, obviously, even Rohit Sharma's made a lot of runs. There's a lot of guys that made 400-500 runs. And but they've made big scores as well. A lot of them have made multiple centuries. I'll be curious, actually, like the World Cup stats. I can't imagine there's been too many tournaments where there's been so many centuries. And yet, Kohli hasn't made one. It's just been 50s. And it keeps getting out cheaply. Like, I don't remember many times, really, out of his 5 dismissals, I thought, wow, he just got beaten there. He just seems to pick out the fielders.
Yeah, or he walks when he doesn't hit the ball.
Yeah. That one, jeez.
He just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
He doesn't look right. That's why he's chucking his wicket away, because I think even he knows, like, I'm not really timing the ball. Do you think he's done? I'm not. What I mean, but
in terms of that people all-time great.
People might clip that part where I was like, do you think he's done? What I mean is the Kohli zone gone? You know, the Kohli zone where, like, he'd get in and he'll just, he'd look different.
Yeah.
He'd whack 4 4s in a row, 5 4s in a row. You'll go into that different zone.
Yeah.
Do you think it's over?
I don't know. It's too soon to say any of that. Like, because the way he is, it wouldn't shock me at all if he made centuries in the semi-final, final. Because let's face it, India is still going to make the top 4. But yeah, I mean, it was really all-round disappointing performance. I mean, let's talk about the bowling at least. The bowling was really good for India as well. As Bumrah was amazing at the death. Shami got wickets, but then he was too expensive. It was ironic because Bumrah doesn't get wickets anymore, really. Like, if you look at the World Cup stats and talks about it, everyone would comfortably say, Stark has been the bowler of the tournament because he's made a ridiculous amount of wickets, 24 of them. But Bumrah's been outstanding as well. His run rate's unbelievable at the end, his economy.
Don't you think he's a little too defensive with his bowling sometimes? Like, with the new ball, I felt like he didn't really hit the stumps at all.
Yeah, a little bit.
I feel like, don't you think if you're the best bowler, right? Like Stark.
Yeah.
He puts it up there.
Yeah.
He's looking to take wickets.
Yeah. Either you'll hit him or... Yeah. You miss and he bowl you.
Yeah, and I don't know. Obviously, it feels like a lot of people are praising him, Bumrah, but I don't know. I think he needs to take some wickets. I want some wickets. This is what we need. Because Bairstow really won the game.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like... It wasn't... I mean, they made 90 of the last 10.
Yeah.
So Shami didn't bowl pretty poorly. He did.
Yeah.
And that's his weakness, probably, his death bowling.
Yeah.
Maybe Bhuvneshwar Kumar might get himself back into the team.
I don't know. I mean, the way Shami's taking wickets, they'll probably stick with him. But I think what's disappointing is just, I think the spinners obviously didn't do very well. But then, mind you, there wasn't much in that pitch at all. I thought England because we got to talk about England as well, they just really played well. The strategy, the tactics, they targeted that short boundary and actually made big scores. Roy absolutely went for it. Bairstow as well. He just had a feeling Bairstow was going to make a century because of the controversy with the tweets and all that. I did think some of the ex-legends, some of them aren't obviously legends, Michael Vaughan, whatever, really do talk a bit too much sometimes. Like, I think Vaughan called him pathetic and whatnot, which I just think that's really uncalled for. And I just thought they bowled really well as well. Like, England did try and they stuck to their tactics and they kept it relatively tight, although obviously India helped. But just all the way through, the batting performance, Stokes is playing really well. It was a really confidence booster for England. So do you think that basically ended the hopes for Pakistan and all those guys?
No, of course not. I think Dhoni, this is why I think Dhoni kind of sucked the joy out of that win from them. It was such a dead atmosphere towards the end. Can he really take much? Like, maybe England didn't take as much confidence out of it due to Dhoni's, like, knocking the ball around at the end because it felt so weird. It was so weird.
It was a flat win. It was range, but it was still a very good confidence-based performance. It was like the England that you know, where they post big totals and then they really restrict the opposition.
Yeah, you're asking, does it end Pakistan's hopes? Well, I mean, they're playing New Zealand, right? Yeah. It's not like a cakewalk game for England, right? I mean, it's definitely...
And New Zealand do have an incentive to win. Yes. Like, because they're not 100% through either.
I mean, if they get beaten badly, they can definitely be overtaken by Pakistan. Well, Pakistan will be difficult, but Bangladesh, for sure. If Bangladesh win against India, their net run rate isn't that awful. They can overtake New Zealand. It's definitely possible.
Yeah, there definitely is a lot of crazy scenarios. I mean, speaking of Pakistan, we got to talk about probably the game of the tournament versus Afghanistan.
I mean, it's one of the one of the worst captaining performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely ridiculous because it really looked like Afghanistan had it in the bag.
Yes, and I've been watching cricket for years, forever, and even I was like, this game's over. They need 45 of the last 5 overs. Then Imad Wasim, you know, a decent hitter, but like couldn't pick a ball. Could not pick a ball from the spinner. And it was Shadab Khan, who was never going to hit sixes.
Yeah.
And I was just watching, thinking, this game's over. They're just got about 5 hours of spin. They've got the spinners have barely been hit.
Yeah.
And then Gulbadin, the captain, he has the ball in his hand, and I'm just like, what's he doing? Is he actually going to bowl? Yeah. What's he doing? What's this guy doing? This is what happens when your captain is a bowler, right? There's 2 things that can happen. Either they shy away, right? Or they're stupid enough to figure, I got to take responsibility here. I'm the captain. I got to take responsibility. The guy he's not a real bowler either. Like, he's not a real, like, he bowls 78 miles an hour. He's just like a medium-paced bowler.
Yeah.
Why is he bowling? He was so stupid. And he wasn't bowling well before that either. He was like the most expensive bowler before he put himself on. And I don't understand. You know what this is? Because one of the spinners was a part-timer, right?
Yeah.
Even though he bowled 8 overs brilliantly beforehand. Yeah. So maybe there's always that thing in your head of like, that guy's a part-timer.
Yeah.
I've been bowling, you know, I've been bowling recently. Maybe I gotta take this responsibility. It cost him the game. Completely cost him the game.
Yeah, it really did, because it was 18 runs and completely swung the momentum the other way. Because even then, the game was pretty close. Like, I think you basically knew with the over so to go that Pakistan were going to win. But yeah, that really unbelievable moment, really. Like, do you think it was a case of he wanted to take responsibility because, like you said, the part of it, or was it almost, I know some people saying, like him trying to take the glory? Like, surely he wouldn't do that.
Well, take the responsibility, take the glory. You know, it's almost the same thing, right? You know, I don't know. I mean, I wonder, because, you know, there was all the drama before the tournament, right, where they had a guy as captain. You know, Askar Afghan was the captain, and then they took captaincy away from him, and they gave the captaincy to Gulbadin. I'm wondering, like, what was going on there? Because to me, towards the end of that game, it looked like the old captain was captaining the game.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, who made the decision there to bowl Gulbadin? Did Gulbadin make the decision, or did the old captain tell him to bowl? Because
surely, like, he must have made that decision himself, because he is the captain in theory. Like,
I just don't understand how the other players don't say something, right? Like, I would have just, I mean, if I'm Rashid Khan, I'm not walking over, like, no, you can't bowl. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Yeah, it really was strange, and it's almost such a heartbreaking, crushing defeat. I mean, it really looks like Afghanistan are going to completely winless, even though they played pretty well and were competitive in quite a few games, especially against Asian teams. They really had a chance of winning against India and Pakistan now. I mean, they must be absolutely crushed by this.
Oh, God. They just... Tell you what, those Afghan fans after the game, they were definitely not very happy, were they? After
there are videos showing, don't they, violent encounters, unfortunately, between Pakistan and Afghanistan fans. But yeah, I mean, what do you make of their tournament overall? I mean, I just think that what's cost them is the fact that their batting just lacks a little bit. Like, I think like every team that eventually reaches that sort of highest international level, it's the batting that finds that has the most trouble in terms of picking up. And I think pretty much every game they've been about 20 runs short, 30 runs short what they could have made. And they would have easily had maybe 2-3 wins if they'd managed to bat a bit better.
Well, to be honest, the latter half of the tournament, I think that was the Afghanistan I kind of thought was going to, that was going to arrive, right, in England to play this tournament. First half, they were just a train wreck.
Yeah.
They're getting bowled out from 120. I thought at the very least they'll get to like 220 like they have been.
Yeah.
And you begin to see when you give the bowlers something to bowl at, and you give them a little something, they'll perform. They'll show up. Of course, the pitches have helped. Latter half of the tournament, it's turned been a bit slower. And in terms of, it's been disappointing for them, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was hyping up the openers before the tournament, right? Like I said, Shazad and Zazai guy, and they're both not on the team anymore.
Yeah.
One guy they said had like a mystery injury, and he said later on, like, I'm not injured. Like, why have they sent me home? I'm not even injured.
Right.
It was a very weird. There's a lot of weird things going on in Afghanistan cricket. That was a very weird thing. And obviously the other guy, Zaza, he's been useless, to be honest. So I don't know. It's been disappointing. And to be honest, let's be honest. The Pakistan 92. That's what it really is. They want to keep the Pakistan 92 meme going. That's what the Gulbuddin decision was. That's the real reason behind it.
Yeah. Pakistan, we got to give them credit because they just grinded out another win. And the bowling is really improved so much from the beginning of the tournament. Amir is just playing unbelievably well. Wahab Riaz is bowling pretty well as well. It seems to be amazing. Like, both of them look like they weren't going to make the squad. They'd been awful for not a few months, but like a year, almost 2. Since the Champions Trophy, Amir has been awful. And here they are, bowling outstandingly well, and especially Amir.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is they got rid of Hassan Ali.
Yeah.
After that India game, I think they realised, like, Hassan Ali's a lost cause. Yeah. Look, the Champions Trophy was great. Great memories.
Yeah.
But he's terrible.
Yeah.
At this point, he's a terrible bowler.
Yeah, he gives away far too many runs and he takes all the pressure off the batsman.
And they brought in Shaheen Afridi, a dead left-arm seamer, and he ripped apart New Zealand.
Yeah.
The other game. Did he take a 5-fer in that game?
Yeah, he took quite a few wickets.
Yeah, and against Afghanistan, he took 4 wickets against Afghanistan. So that's 9 wickets in 2 games. He's come in and he's made that impact. That's what the South Pakistan have done. It's like they're following like their formula of like, we're going to bring in these 2 players in the middle of the tournament. They brought in Shaheen Afridi. They brought in Haris Sohail, another guy, the batsman at number 5. I think he's to me, the biggest reason. That chase against, I know we're talking about Afghanistan game, but that chase against New Zealand.
Yeah.
Was that the most impressive chase of the tournament?
Well, certainly for Pakistan signings, because in the end they made that look relatively easy. Definitely not like this game, which is so difficult. But I think that's the thing. Like a lot of their batsmen are chipping in now. Like we were hyping up the top 2 or 3, but down the order they're starting to make runs as well, and they look a lot more composed. Although in this game, obviously, it was tough conditions.
Yes, the 2 runouts at the end it felt like classic Pakistan towards the end, those 2 runouts. Man, Wahab Riaz came in, man. Yeah. Just came in and hit 2 boundaries of Rashid Khan.
Yeah.
That's when you know. I came out of that game thinking, they're going to win this World Cup. I legit, that's why I was like, how do you win that game? Yeah. You don't win. This feels like the cricket gods are with them right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm still going to say, I don't think they're going to make the top 4.
You don't?
Yeah, I don't think they will. I think England are going to beat New Zealand, and I think it'll be a close competitive game, and I just don't see Pakistan making up the net run rate.
No, it's going to be very difficult to make up the net run rate. But wait, hold up, you never know, right?
Yeah, it's possible,
New Zealand are playing some really bad cricket right now.
Yeah, they're playing pretty poor.
They are not looking good. They could get thrashed by England.
Yeah, speaking of New Zealand, like against Australia. What did you make of their performance? It wasn't very good at all, was it? Like their batting especially.
I don't think they're a good team.
You don't think so?
I'm still not really doubt them as a team. Yeah. They've won, like, it feels like they won every close game early in the tournament, right?
Yeah. And beat the teams they're supposed to beat.
Yeah. And so they thrashed Sri Lanka. They beat Afghanistan, and it was kind of like a whatever game.
Yeah.
And they won some really close games against West Indies where, like, it was nip and tuck, right? And then the South Africa game, where like they were dropping catches left and right, South Africa, and they obviously had the rain against India. I reckon India would have beaten New Zealand, honestly. I know they have a good record against India in tournaments, but I think they just have not looked good. They've had Williamson batting well. Taylor's been decent, but not like...
he hasn't made the big scores either.
Both openers, terrible. Monroe's dropped.
Yeah.
Gupta's...
I think, that's where their fundamental weakness comes in, because they're bowling pretty good. And, they got a pretty solid mid-order, and obviously Williamson and Taylor. But, the openers are so poor. Like, Williamson is all but an opener. Same with Taylor, really, because he doesn't have to normally wait too long before he has to come in. That's where I think it's absolutely a fundamental weakness, and something so different from the last tournament, where obviously Gupta was making runs and they're getting off to really good starts.
Gupta and McCollum, innit?
Yeah.
Just go out there, smash every ball.
Yeah.
Gupta's a specialist fielder now. He's out there just taking diving catches. Yeah. That's how he stays in the team. And it's not just the openers, actually. Like Latham, he's barely made a run at number 5. I mean, they're lucky that Lockie Ferguson is like Brett Lee and Sean Tate. Like he's just bowling 150 miles an hour. They can't stop him. Yeah. And
Bolt, spin Bolt as well, pretty controlled and taking wickets here and there.
And to be fair, the Grandome and Neesham, they've shown up. Like, I just don't think they can rely on those guys, though, right? Don't you think the Grandome, Neesham, they've made the innings? They're not going to show up again in this latter half of the tournament when the games matter.
I don't think you can rely on them to keep making those big scores that they made earlier, like match-winning scores. But, I mean, the fact that they do have a deep batting lineup is obviously of a good strength of theirs. But, like I said, like the openers are so poor, they expose Williamson and Taylor too quickly. And then obviously there's a lot of pressure on them. And, I think you're right. Like, I certainly don't think they're a bad team or anything like that. That hasn't suddenly just come about. But they have shown some weakness now. That those openers are really getting exposed in their batsmen way too soon. And that was absolutely a fundamental weakness in this game. But you do have to give credit. Australia, they're just starting to really steamroll teams, are really building the momentum. Is it going to be another case of Australia winning the World Cup again? I mean, that would be 5 out of 6 tournaments and just be ridiculous.
Yeah, I think I said in one of my group chats during the England game, I was like, oh man, these guys are worked out. They got Berendorf bowling the new ball. Yeah. They've brought Nathan Lyon into the team. They have like 2 left-arm seamers. They've got basically a batting order that's, I mean, they're not fully firing, but you can see the ability there. Like, they can battle 7. Yeah,
it's mainly, again, the fundamental difference in New Zealand. The openers are consistently making runs now. I mean, Finch and Warner, I think basically they're both in the top 2 run scorers, or certainly in the top 5, both of them. And when that's happening, then the likes of Steve Smith and all the guys after that can really take their time, build themselves in. It's taking so much pressure off the rest of them.
And look, I do think, I did predict early in the tournament, right, that Australia, I predicted them to win the World Cup. And then at the start of the World Cup, I was like, wow, these, the early portion of the World Cup. Yeah. They did not look all that impressive to me.
Yeah, I mean, India beat them with relative ease, like 30-odd runs, and it was pretty comfortable. Like, you knew it was over long before then.
And I began to doubt them, but I think, like I said, they found their 11 now, and it just seems like who can stop this team? Other than like hot Pakistan. I'm not even sure they can make the top 4. Like, who else can beat this team?
Well, I think conditions will make them late. India have already beaten them, and if they do get a turning...
But they didn't beat this team. They beat the previous Australian team. There's a new Australian team now. This one. The one from the last 2 games. This team is unstoppable, I'm telling you.
And I will also say, on a flat pitch, like I've said it before, I say it again, England are the best team in the world on a flat pitch, like we saw against India as well. I certainly wouldn't... Australia probably are the favourites for the tournament at the moment. But I still think it's open. I do think it's between India, England and Australia. And that means no disrespect to New Zealand. And possibly, like you said, a hot Pakistan could do it. Because I think, those are probably the main contenders. Bangladesh could obviously still make the top 4, but I don't think they're going to win the World Cup. They lack that firepower. But it really is unbelievable the way Australia turned around. Mitchell Starc, he's just...
I was going to make that up. Yeah. Is he the greatest World Cup bowler ever? I know he's got the 2nd most wickets, right, behind McGraw.
He's got the 2nd already. Wow.
I think it's 2nd, yeah. Yeah. But did McGraw bowl this well? Like, just looking at him, looking at Starc bowl, it's unbelievable. He's out there. I thought the 2015 Starc was gone. I thought that guy was gone. But he's back, man. The guy's back. He's killing it.
It's just amazing. Like, he keeps the bowling simple. He is literally just bowling fast and aiming at the stumps. Either you hit the ball and he'll concede runs, or he's going to get you out if you miss. It's as simple as that. Yeah, he's so good at it and so accurate that he's just getting so many wickets. I mean, he took, what, 5 wickets against New Zealand?
Yeah. It's not just that he's getting wickets, though. It's like anyone can take wickets. Like Shami's taking 13 in 3 games, but it's not like those wickets they're empty wickets, if you know what I mean. Yeah. This guy is taking impactful wickets. Yeah. Wickets are changing the game. Against, West Indies, he's coming in and dismissing like West Indies are about to win the game. Yeah. The Stark comes in, changes the game, gets Ross out, gets Holder out, gets them all out. He's basically a weapon at this point. Yeah. Then against Pakistan, same thing. Pakistan look like about to win. Stark comes in. Yeah. Gets them out. Yeah. I mean, to me, he's the best one-day bowler in the world. Right now, better than Jasper Bumrah. He is. We said Shakib is MV tournament player of the tournament, right? I think Stark's starting to threaten. Yeah, not go ahead of him, honestly, because he is. Especially as Australia obviously are going to make the semi-finals of the final. If he puts on some stunning performances there as well, then I think he will end up with player of the tournament. Because the one thing I think we've talked about before, the all-rounders, it really does favour them, these sort of competitions, because they can obviously make impact with runs on the board as well as wickets. And Shakib's definitely done that. He's bowled pretty well and he's batted unbelievably. He's right up there as well as on the top run scorers. So, it will be interesting. And I just think, Australia are definitely going to be tough to beat. Although I still think they're not quite the dominant team of 2003, 2007, but when they do build momentum, they are hard to stop for sure. I think we saw evidence of that against England as well. Like, they just batted really well to get the total they did, and obviously England they basically bowled England out and beat them quite comfortably in the end, like by over 60 runs. I mean, that was another really good performance by obviously Stark, the bowlers, the batsmen as well. Really good all-round performance. Yeah, that was the breakout game for Berendorf as well. I think he took 5 wickets in that game. Stark took 9 wickets for left-arm seamers. Again, left-arm seamers, man. The cheat code in World Cups. Yeah. You go, every team's going to have them. What is it about left-arm seamers at World Cups? Why are they so effective? I think, most batsmen are probably right-handed, right? So I'm guessing it's just different, right? It's just different. It's just a different angle. That's the only thing I can think of. Because, I mean, it's all the time, isn't it? It's all the time. Wesley Makram, 92. Yeah. Zahir Khan, 2011. And obviously Stark lost. I mean, there's loads of them. There's so many. And, talking more about that game, though, I think coming into the tournament, Finch, he was he brought himself back into form coming into it. He made some scores. But before that, he was going to get LBW all the time. India were just getting LBW. Everyone was. Yeah. And he's saying he wasn't playing to this sort of level. He's got hundreds of runs in this tournament. It's 500. He's been the best batsman, I think, this tournament. Better than Rohit Sharma and all the other batsmen. I really believe that. Yeah, he's been so consistent. Like, he's made scores pretty much every game and a good pace as well. Exactly, good pace. Because Warner's been grinding them out, really. Finch has actually been it's weird, because everyone obviously focusing their attention on Smith and Warner. Even Finch is sort of flying under the radar despite having such an amazing tournament. Yeah, honestly, I think the batsmen in general have fallen under the radar, I think. Like, most of the top 5 guys, no one needs to talk about the batsmen like that. Yeah. I feel a lot of people talk about the bowlers right now because it's been a kind of a bowler tournament. Yeah, it's weird. Like, it has been a bowler tournament, but at the same time, because of so many games in this tournament that a lot of batsmen are making so many runs. Like, I think we spoke about this before. Sachin Tendulkar's record of 673 runs in a single World Cup 2003 is in danger here. There's 3-4 guys who could be it. I think both Australians are only about 100 odd runs away. So, and with the amount of games they got left, especially if they make it all the way to the final, I could easily see at least a couple of guys being that record, which would be amazing. It's just the scores haven't, people came into the tournament thinking 450, 500. Yeah. And it's not been like that at all, has it? It's been it's been workman-like almost. Yeah. Teams are just knocking the ball out, especially, Warner's the main guy, right? People think Warner's the aggressive guy. The guy's out there knocking it at 90 strike rate. Yeah. Sometimes he's knocking it at 70. And And he was watching it thinking, well, like initially I was like, what's he doing? What's up with this guy? But looking at this tournament, it's actually the right way of going about it, right?
Yeah, it seems like it. Like, because the bowlers seem to bring it back at the end. The batsmen then just set the tone by making sure they survived and the beginning overs and then pick up towards the middle and end. Seems to be, a formula that most people are using, except for actually England. Like, obviously, it looks like they've really missed Roy. Like, against Australia, they were really poor with the openers. Vince was just...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's just clearly not good enough for this level because he's had enough chances now and he's clearly not good enough. And I think Roy coming back has really helped Bairstow as well because obviously against Australia, they didn't play very well at all, making 221, whereas they were much improved against India. What do you make of England's chances? Like, they're quite up and down this tournament, I think. I've said it before, that they are the best team in the world in flat conditions, but I think they're back on the up now.
So I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm picking them to beat New Zealand, even though I don't think New Zealand are a good team. I just don't think England are that good either right now.
It does certainly take some of the pressure off, obviously, this win.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. Also, the other thing that takes the pressure off is Sri Lanka losing, isn't it?
Yeah, Sri Lanka obviously put on a pretty poor performance. Like, I think they've been a little bit lucky with a couple of the no results, which sort of kept them in it, and obviously the amazing performance against England. But against South Africa, that was very pitiful stuff. Their batting, which has been their weakness all tournament, 203 all out, and then South Africa just chasing it out with ease, which basically eliminated Sri Lanka. I mean, what do you make of the tournament overall?
Well, they overperformed, actually, to be honest. I went into this tournament thinking, they're not going to...
Yeah, I thought they'd be rock bottom.
Yeah, they're not going to win a game. Afghanistan are going to beat them. And they've been pretty good, right? They obviously beat England. They looked pretty good against Australia for parts. And obviously to beat West Indies today. Yeah. But the South Africa game, which is obviously the game that matters because it knocked them out. Yeah. It just feels like they're gonna play with that intent. They really do. They really do. That's honestly, like, when they're playing aggressive, they play better. When they go into that sort of shell, it seems like they do what they did, right? Which is get ball off a nothing score, 206. Yeah. Well, the problem is, though, when they're always playing with the 10, sometimes they do just seem to lose their wickets. I just think right now it'll be a long time before they fill the whole of Sangakkara, Jayawardene, and they're only a small island, small population. There's only so much time they can do. I've said it before, like, they've really overachieved for 20 years. The mid-90s till about 5 years ago. That 20-year period where they reached the latter stages of limited over tournaments multiple times has been amazing. I mean, yeah, I do agree with that. But I was going to say, I feel like they're starting to show signs of coming back. Obviously, they've shown signs before of coming back, and then they've gone into what they've been the last 2-3 years, which is being terrible. Yeah. But look, there's some good players. Fernando today made 100. Costa Pereira, after that crazy knock in the test matches, looks like their best batsman to me. Even the captain, Karuna Ratner, is pretty decent. Yeah. They actually look like a competent team. Yeah. All of a sudden, right? Obviously, Malinga's going. Yeah. That's going to be huge because he's been. I mean, the guy's basically like the guy. I keep saying it. The guy was out of the team a year ago. Wasn't playing for the IPL even. Yeah. Looked gone. Looked like he was going to be gone. But he rolled back the years during this tournament. And he's been unbelievable. Yeah, he has been. What do you make of West Indies? I mean, Sri Lanka beat West Indies today. They've really been a big disappointment for me. Like, I had them as one of my dark horses for the tournament. Especially, this tournament started with them thrashing Pakistan. You would never have guessed at that point that, West Indies are the team that's going to pitifully fall and not even come close to qualification, and Pakistan's going to be the one who've got a chance of making the top 4. I picked them to make the top 4 at the start of the tournament. And then even when the Pakistan game, I thought, I made the right call there. This is a good, strong team. And to me, it's that Australia game, right? That they lost that close game against Australia. They had it in the bag. Yep. They blew it, and they allowed that big partnership, Colton Niall of all people. Australia, like they pull those games up, they pull those types of wins off, right? They against New Zealand as well. it just seems like against Australia, you gotta finish him. You gotta finish him. You can't let them get to 200. You know, you gotta finish them off. And look, West Indies, they've been a real disappointment. And you know, obviously Gale's going now.
Yeah, well, he says, but
yeah, he says.
But then he also seems like he might change his mind.
And I don't know. I think you gotta turn the page.
Yeah,
on Gale. I think there's clearly. As a body language doctor, I sense some tension. There's some tension there. You can see it. Yeah. Those guys want to run. They want to play this other brand of cricket.
Yeah.
You got Gale out there.
Yeah, he does
jogging, walking around, taking one end of this. Doesn't take any quick singles. Doesn't take twos.
Yeah.
And
he does build the pressure on the other guys because if he doesn't go off, then that's it. Like they've really gone off to a slow start, which unfortunately has happened a lot of the times this tournament. He hasn't had a good tournament.
No, he's not. And in World Cups in general, he hasn't been the best, to be honest with you. I mean, he made a 200 against Zimbabwe last World Cup, and I don't really know what else he's done in World Cups. I mean, like...
Yeah, he certainly never had that big defining tournament, for sure.
I mean, he's approaching Brian Lara's record for most runs in one-day international cricket for West Indies. I believe he's only like 15 away.
Yeah.
And it's similar innings, though Lara wasn't a great one-day player. To be honest, Gale was a better one-day player than Lara.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you got to turn the page on Gale. I think he was talking about playing tests and stuff. He wants to play one more test in Jamaica.
Which is fair enough. Send off.
No.
You don't think so?
They're starting to look like a good team again in Test cricket. You can't bring this guy back in. I mean, do you think it even helped him?
Well,
I mean, if he bats at, there's even he shouldn't open against India and Bumrah and those guys. He's not gonna make any runs unless he bats at 6. And could he even make the team? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe not. But
to be honest, they needed a veteran guy in the middle order. Marlon Samuels, man. Where's Marlon Samuels?
Darren Sammy, bring all those guys back.
They need Marlon Samuels at 4.
Yeah.
You know, they had these guys, young guys like Pooran, Hope, and Hetmeyer.
Yeah.
Chucking their wickets away.
Definitely. So let's look forward then, like the big games left. I think definitely Bangladesh India is a big game that seems to be almost forgotten about. That's obviously tomorrow. I mean, it's a must win for Bangladesh.
Yep.
Do you think they got any chance? Do you think they'll do it?
They've definitely got a chance. They've definitely got a good chance. I don't think they'll win though.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Only chance they do have is if it's a really turning wicket, and again, if India go off to a sloppy start. I do think it'll be better for Bangladesh if. But do you think set the target or chasing?
I think you got to put runs on the board.
Yeah.
This World Cup especially.
Seems like it, yeah. And then obviously the other big, massive game is England-New Zealand. That should be a close one. I think both of us do favour England, but you never know. New Zealand have been a bit of a bad run, but that'll be interesting. And then I think the last big game will obviously be Bangladesh-Pakistan. And it'll be interesting because the England-New Zealand game will obviously determine what they need to do, whether they need to thrash Bangladesh or whether simply winning will do, because that obviously depends on the England.
Could be huge.
Yeah, could very much be huge. So definitely a lot of big games to go. As always, thank you all very much for listening. We'll obviously be back with a new episode soon, probably later in the week. Please do hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much.